Today on 21st Century Business, explore state-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, insights from cutting-edge corporations around the globe, a visionary look into the answers of tomorrow, today. Business leaders, business solutions, 21st Century Business.
Retailers are being squeezed from all sides between financially strapped consumers spending less and a steady rise in the cost of operations. Never before has it been so critical for retailers to spend their technology dollars wisely, because the wrong choice could be fatal. Joining us to discuss how to choose wisely is Bruce Hicks, President and CEO of Retail Technologies Corporation, otherwise known as RTC, the MD of Retail IT. Thanks for being here, Bruce.
Thanks for having us, Jackie.
Also joining us is Rich Gilbert, Director of Store Systems for Duane Reade and a customer of RTC. Welcome to you too, Rich.
Thank you, Jackie.
Bruce, describe the challenges faced by today's retailers when it comes to software and other IT costs.
In today's economy, it's very difficult for retailers to survive. Banking makes it even tougher. Coming across money is just hard right now. So for retailers, the challenge is paramount. Category killers are getting stronger. Mid-tier and small-tier retailers are challenged. They can't invest in technology, and they're getting squeezed out. And quite frankly, many are failing.
Rich, from a retailer's perspective, what do you see as the major challenges that you're currently facing?
The major challenges today is technology and ROI. After retailers got over the PCI budgets that they had in store for the last couple of years, there's certain applications that are coming out that the customers love. Their smartphones, the coupons, the loyalty. We need certain kind of hardware to read that, like it's image scanners. And the ROI for applications and for the equipment may not be there.
Bruce, explain who RTC is and how you became known as the MD of Retail IT.
Well, Jackie, we started out as five busy guys, and our philosophy really was about customer satisfaction, about not being the biggest, being the best. It was really our focus. And as we evolved, we kind of found ourselves being the fix-it guys. We're always being called in to fix things. Things are broken, things aren't working, vendors aren't treating retailers right, and we're always coming in to fix things. So we had this image of being these can-do, get-it-done guys when nobody else can for a real cheap dollar, which everybody likes that mechanic.
That's for sure.
And then so we're trying to rebrand ourselves, and I'm rolling this around with my wife, and my wife says, "You guys are like doctors of IT." And bingo, it hit me. RTC is the MD of Retail IT. And that was it. That's who we are.
To see some of these solutions in action, let's go to this 21st Century Business Field Report.
Retail Technologies Corporation provides cost-effective software solutions with a detailed concentration on both customer satisfaction and return on investment.
The touchscreen is so much easier than actually keying in items. Now, a big thing that I really like about this is that we can actually look up customers with if they don't have their club card, our Flex Rewards card, we can actually look them up here instead of giving them a new card. That's actually very beneficial.
Retailers are now provided with the option to reduce anxiety related to both managing and overspending on IT solutions.
Their interaction is great, though, all the time. They're always so nice and they help out a lot.
RTC is centered on delivering peak quality IT solutions to meet each client's individual needs.
We have more quicker and faster checkouts, which makes the customers happy, especially living in a fast-paced city as New York. So they can get in and out as soon as possible.
For 21st Century Business, I'm Steve Michaels reporting.
Rich, why did Duane Reade choose RTC as a strategic IT business partner?
Well, Jackie, when I got to Duane Reade in '98, RTC was already into Duane Reade. They were doing our core systems. They were doing price management. They were putting in a sales audit application, and we were running their polling software. I basically got in touch with Bruce because of POS. Duane Reade needed a new POS solution. We put an RFP out. We had many companies come back. We narrowed it down to 3. We were looking for enhancing our loyalty, enhancing our price management. We were looking for a platform that was stable in today's world. Basically, RTC came back with loyalty, enhancement, cost, which was unbelievable, and we chose RTC.
I hear it's even said that RTC's development of the virtual resources or ASP services model is actually helping to reshape the retail industry. In what way?
Well, one of the things that we find in small tier retail and mid-tier retail is as the technology advances rapidly, it's difficult for the retailer to hire and keep and maintain the kind of technology resources needed to manage those systems. RTC is in a unique position to run those systems and actually allow the retailer to focus on retailing. RTC can focus on the retail technology operation, and because we understand and come from retail, we're a complement to them. We're not vendors. We're not ivory tower. We're within the operation itself.
Let's delve a little deeper into some of the issues impacting retail customers and what RTC is doing to help. First of all, why is choosing a one-size-fits-all software solution a bad decision for a retailer?
The unique thing about retail is, as a retailer grows his business, they get their own personality. We all shop at different retail. Look at Apple and the way the iPhone stores and the iStore has gone. From there, they've created this identity. That identity has created a unique business processes. Those unique business processes require technology to mirror it. In the end of the day, the technology is a mirror. It's a reflection of the way that business runs. So because it mirrors the operation, software that's already built cannot really lend itself to that business. It's too unique. The uniquenesses create the inability for off-the-shelf software to actually match and work in the business.
So it's not really one size fits all. It's one size doesn't fit very well for anyone.
But to make it fit cost effectively is a challenge.
Rich, describe RTC's partnership approach to doing business with their clients.
RTC comes into the company and finds out really what the company needs. Okay, they work with the senior executives, they work with the managers, and basically they find out what that company needs. Within that, they'll come up with a solution that will basically bring in the technology at a lower cost.
Bruce, how exactly do your solutions like RTC's bolt-on modules, how do those help mid-sized retailers?
ERP, which is Enterprise Resource Planning, software that runs an entire business. What we see in retail is there's a lot of little pieces on that ERP that aren't available when they first buy that system. For instance, planning, merchandise planning, replenishment, allocation. These very critical functions in retail become short in the software when they buy these systems. And so what we see is the big guys will acquire companies that focus on nothing but those pieces. And now it could very easily be a seven-figure number to implement replenishment or allocation or planning. So what we did, our Vice President of Consulting, Devan MacArthur, long ago decided to start writing software to bolt onto these ERP systems with small modules that would be priced under $100,000, so that it might not be 100% of what the big boys are doing, but if a smaller retailer can get 80% with his limited staff and experience, he's ahead of the game. He can grow into the big guys as he grows his business. So we're giving them an opportunity to have a smaller footprint and a cheaper solution for the same features.
Makes a lot of sense. How important is a client's return on investment to RTC? And how does your software translate into ROI for your clients?
Well, Jackie, in good times, it's actually not as critical or as important as you would think it would be. But in bad times, it becomes extremely critical. It becomes a difference between life or death. Retailers realize that if they don't make a good decision with their budgets, especially in technology, it could take them down bad roads and they could fail. So ROI becomes critical in tough times. And at the end of the day, our focus has always been that return on investment.
It's a good thing to focus on. Overall, Bruce, what are some of the reasons retailers are choosing RTC solutions?
Well, I think the business partnership approach is a big key. The business partnership approach, the way we climb in and we learn the businesses, the way we're part of the operation. 60% of our company is ex-retailers. We hire out of our industry. We hire very good talent out of our industry because they know the retail operation, but they're very good technologists. There's a really interesting combination, a blend between technologists, but also knowing retail. So having that combination is very, very key. And having that combination allows, with all the business philosophy of the virtual resource, allows us to really focus on customer satisfaction, which we're number 2 in the industry by IRS leaderboard, and also return on investment, which we were ranked number 3 on the leaderboard. And so those two factors with that virtual resource approach allows us to really to really get selected by retailers quite often.
Let me ask you why RTC has stepped to the forefront now to be the voice for the retailer.
We believe we're the perfect advocate for retail. I've got 22 years. Many in my company have more experience than I do. And with that experience comes a lot of skills and understanding the challenges retailers face when they face technology and technologists and the vendors, and how to help them navigate dangerous waters, spending large budgets and getting no return. And it happens all the time. I'll tell you, one of the things that I hate hearing, and I hear all the time, is a CIO from a large company tell me, Bruce, nobody's ever lost their job hiring IBM.
Rich, what has RTC meant to the success of Duane Reade and its POS rollout?
RTC has been a great partner with Duane Reade over the last 9 years in point of sale. They helped us come to one platform to help our merchandising department roll out very strategic loyalty programs. We're running unbelievable marketing campaigns. We're doing pricing events across the chain. And they also have this great tool that we're using because we're on one platform. It's called Dashboard. And Dashboard basically monitors all the systems, and anytime there's a hiccup, the centralized help desk knows about it and fixes it before the manager even knows that there's a problem.
Wow.
Over the last 9 years with RTC, again, they've been a great partner. Since Walgreens purchased us in the spring of 2010, RTC also has been instrumental in the integration process that Walgreens is going with us.
Fantastic. So Bruce, let me ask you to sum up. As a retail executive with more than 20 years experience in the business, what do you see as the future of retail systems?
Well, technology will not stop advancing. In fact, it's increasing. So from the days when we were just doing, barcode scanning, and that was the big deal with the UPC, to RFID, three-dimensional barcodes, and now new technology that near field communications, where like Bluetooth, your iPhone can talk to one-on-one, back and forth to a device like some type of Verifone device, something you used to swipe your card with. This is coming to a store near you one day, and the technology curve is just unbelievable. The real question is, can retailers afford it with the pressure from the consumer and the pressure from the category killers who are consolidating the industry? Survival is going to be tough because you need the technology to keep up, but you have to make a living and you have to pay the bills. And so there's a lot of pressure. And that's the reason why we see the consolidation we do. That's the reason why RTC is a key partner for smaller retailers to help keep up.
Bruce, it sure sounds like you've earned that moniker, the MD of retail IT. So thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and insight with us.
Thanks for having us, Jackie.
And Rich, thank you as well. It is always great to see a customer's perspective.
Thank you, Jackie. It's been a pleasure.